Hi, I'm Norah Casey and I'm about to tell you about a ball that I'm going to next Saturday night. Not about the ball at all really, but about the phenomenal charity that it's for, which is LauraLynn. And they'd asked me to do some publicity in advance, and in my busy life I didn't have time up until now, and I really want to make amends. So it's a fantastic charity. It grew out of terrible circumstances. It was started by Jane McKenna and her husband Brendan, who had two daughters who sadly passed away within 2 years of each other. Laura, who was born with a hole in her heart, spent a lot of her first year in Crumlin in Our Lady's Hospital for Sick Children, and tragically, they talk about her having these beautiful Shirley Temple curls, a gorgeous, beautiful child that should have had all the potential of her life, and she passed away when she was just 4 years of age. And then tragedy struck almost simultaneously. Their teenage daughter, just 13, Lynn, who'd never been sick a day in her life, was diagnosed with leukemia. In fact, the day she went in for her surgery, the following day, Laura passed away. And it's almost impossible to imagine the tragedy that this family have had to deal with. Lynn went through chemotherapy, she endured all of those treatments, and she got herself into remission, and she was waiting for a bone marrow transplant when she relapsed again, and sadly the family were told that she just had 3 weeks to live. I know that was a tremendously difficult time for them, and there was no palliative care available for Lynn when she was passing away at the end of her life. So a kernel of an idea obviously took hold within Jane and Brendan's mind, and they set about trying to ensure that other children would not have the same fate. So in 2011, Mary McAleese opened Good Day, Ireland's first children's hospice. And those of you who know me know that I talk passionately about, almost, it's hard to say it, but almost the best thing about Richard's illness, and the one that we feared the most, was actually that he passed away so beautifully in the hospice in Blackrock. So I, more than anybody, know how important it is to be in an appropriate environment when you're facing some of the worst times of your life. So great news that LauraLynn took the first step. They pushed and they fundraised and they did everything they could, and they lobbied to get that facility off the ground, LauraLynn House. But now they need your help. Because every child in Ireland should have access to hospice care, to palliative care. What LauraLynn provide for those special children is from diagnosis through, for some of them with life-limiting conditions, through to end of life and bereavement for the family, for the siblings, for the parents. These are tremendously important services that we don't have in Ireland. And LauraLynn they've lit the torch, and they're the ones that are trailblazing in this area. I would love to see people support them, because I think what they're doing is very special. So if you can support them in any way, then you can find out everything about it, lauralynn.ie. You can find out about the ball. I'm sure they still have places. We can make places. Or if you want to give sponsorship, or you want to donate, or you want to fundraise, you couldn't find a more worthwhile cause. lauralynn.ie.